is CBS 4 News Tonight.
The historic Coconut Grove Playhouse has been closed and in need of major repairs for more than a decade. And for just as long, officials and residents have been fighting to either demolish the iconic theater or work to preserve it. CBS 4's Bobeth Yates says that fight is now heating up.
Well, controversy continues to swirl over the restoration of the about 100-year-old Coconut Grove Playhouse. County officials are expected to meet to discuss their plans for restoration, but those we spoke to say they're not happy.
We think it's demolition by neglect, that they're purposely allowing the building to deteriorate so they can do what they want to do, which is demolish it.
Coconut Grove resident Andy Parrish says he and hundreds of others are against the Miami-Dade County plan to tear down the historic Coconut Grove Playhouse.
The county says that they want to preserve the Playhouse by knocking down 83% of it and putting basically a very tiny theater where a large theater used to be, and also build a shopping center.
The current proposal calls for the about 1,000-seat theater to be reduced to about 300 seats with retail space. And county officials say to rebuild in the exact footprint of the Playhouse would exceed their $23.5 million budget for the project. And in a statement, Commissioner Regalado said in part the latest version of the Playhouse proposal will be discussed in a virtual meeting Monday, and they welcome community input. But those like Dr. John Nordt, who grew up going to the Playhouse, says the county already knows the community doesn't like the idea.
And I've been here, coming here since, like I said, since the late 50s and 60s and 70s. And it's an iconic building. We need to preserve it. We need to have preservation of our Playhouse so we can have regional theater. And
the group is even putting up a billboard to voice their opposition.
Lo and behold, here we are again, continuing to fight the plan. So they're putting up a billboard, hard-earned money, people having to spend their time to ensure that their voice is heard.
The Playhouse, which is on the historic registry, opened in the 1920s, but it has been closed for about 15 years. During that time, the building has seen substantial deterioration. It has even been used by squatters and vandals. And these residents say they will continue to fight to ensure the sun doesn't set on the Coconut Grove Playhouse. And they say the city and the state are with them.
If I rent a space for you to put my law office in, and I turn around and I tell you I want to demolish 83% of it, your answer would be no. And that's exactly what the state said. The state sent back a letter and said we reviewed the plan, we don't like it.
The Playhouse meeting update will be held at 5:30 virtually. For details and a link, you can go to the CBS 4 website. Bobeth Yates, CBS 4 News Tonight.